What is going on, beautiful people? I hope you are having an amazing day. Welcome back to another episode of the Thrive Forever Fit Show. I'm your host, Jay Nixon. And if you know anything about me or you've listened to this show for any amount of time, you know that my goal is to help you live your happiest, healthiest life while on the quest to cure obesity. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I am immensely grateful that you spend your time listening to me rant and ramble about all things health, wellness, abundance, and opportunity. It absolutely means the world to me. Today's episode is sponsored by my brand new weight loss transformation program called Flex. Flex stands for a flexible lifestyle eating and exercise program. And my promise is this: it will be the last program you ever need to purchase. It is a weight loss program that is not a diet. I know that just blew your mind. This is not a diet. There's no pills, potions, or false promises that you have to purchase. There's no fad, no covers of magazines, no doctors in lab coats. This is real deal lifestyle transformation that is going to change your life forever. You will never need to do another diet. You're going to get expert level support and accountability. You're going to get transformative information about how to eat, when to eat, what to eat. There's 3 reasons that people struggle with weight loss. It's too much, too often, or the wrong combination. They're either eating too much food too often, or they're eating the wrong combinations. And I'm going to help you fix all 3 of those. Thousands of people just like you have ditched the depressive diet roller coaster, have come on board with the Thrive Forever Fit Flex program, and are transforming their lives. We've got clients that have lost 10 pounds in the first 7 days, 15 pounds, 20 pounds. We've got clients that are over 130 pounds down. Guys, I promise you, this is the last program you'll ever need to purchase. And I am more than honored to offer it to you so that I can help you on your journey. All right, let's get to the show. All right, guys, let's talk about the biggest lie in the weight loss world, and that is the New Year's resolution. If you've watched my show, if you've listened to me rant and rave on any social media platform, you guys know how I feel about New Year's resolutions. It is one of the biggest marketing scams that the nutrition, weight loss, whatever world you want to call it, has ever come up with. It's been around since the beginning of time, and it has produced worse results than the recent crypto crumble. Think about that. Worse results. Depending on what resource you look at, only about 8% of New Year's resolutions actually are achieved. And I would debunk that and say it's probably even lower than that. Some of those 8% are probably ridiculous goals or something super silly. It is a failing formula. It's absolutely bonkers that humans continue to stake their success on something as silly as a New Year's resolution, even though it's failed them year after year after year after year. It's ridiculous. And so this year, I want to help you overcome that situation. I want to help you move past the New Year's resolution. And it's a 2-step process. Super simple, right? 2-step process for overcoming the failures of the famous New Year's resolution. Step number 1 is I want you to create a solution instead of a resolution. Think about that. A solution to your situation, rather than a resolution that this is going to be my year. This is the year I'm going to lose all the weight. This is the year I'm going to get healthy. This is the year I'm going to do blank, right? It's usually something super grandiose because we've waited so long. We've compounded all of the negative momentum that now we need something massive in order to motivate us, and that is completely the wrong direction to go, because that gives you such an opportunity to not do it, because your time horizon is so far away. You've built in so many stop gaps that of course you're going to fail. Of course you're not going to get to that place or space that you've decided that this is the year you're going to get to. So step number 1, and we're going to dive a little deeper into these, but I'm going to go through them so you can write these down. Step number 1 is create a solution instead of a resolution, right? Solution greater than resolution. If you look at this like a geometry equation, it's that little Pac-Man symbol is eating the solution, which means solution greater than resolution. And if you're anything like me and you struggle with geometry, those things still don't make any sense. But you'll see this throughout the course of me trying to convince you that the solution is greater than the resolution, and we have to stop doing things that have failed us so many times in the past. It's the number one reason why diets don't work, right? How many of you have tried multiple diets? Raise your hand. If those worked, would you have needed to try multiple diets? No. If it worked, would you need to do Weight Watchers for the 27th time? Would you need to try keto for the 19th time? Would you need to do this for the, you get what I'm saying? If it was the solution, the diet, then we wouldn't even be having this conversation. You wouldn't be listening to me today. So number one is create a solution instead of a resolution. And number two is the most important piece of the puzzle. Number two is what is going to separate those who do from those that don't. Those that get their goal from those that don't. And it's super simple. I want you to write this phrase down because this will be your mantra. This will be your phrase of the year for 2023. If you get what you want, if you get the goal, this will have to be your mantra. Number two is this: do what's required. Think about that. Write that down. Do what's required. Stop trying and simply do what's required to achieve your goal. How simple would that be? If we stopped that phrase, I'm going to try. How many times have you said that? I'm going to try to eat better. I'm going to try to lose weight. I'm going to try to get more active. I'm going to try. What if you simply this year, let's don't even say this year, too big. Let's say for the first 15 to 30 days of the year, you don't use the word try and you use the phrase, I'm going to do what's required. I'm going to do what's required to get the goal that I've stated that is important to me. Because if something's important to you, you don't try. Like you don't try to be a good mom or dad. You're just a good mom or dad. You know why? Because your kids are important to you. Make sense? You don't try to do things that are important to you. You do what's required. So what's any different about this? If it's important to you and you do what's required, guess what will happen? You will get the result that you deserve. Now, here's the caveat. Here's the disclaimer. Regardless of how motivated you are right now, regardless of how motivated you are when that clock strikes January the 1st, regardless of how busy the gym is, right? We've all heard the joke about gyms are busy for the first 30 days of the year, and then nobody goes again. Regardless of how pumped you are for that first little section, there's going to be some challenges. There's going to be some roadblocks. There's going to be some days where you don't feel like doing it. Guess what that's called? That's called life. And so when those days are presented to you and you get the opportunity to quit, don't quit. That's the only way you lose. It's the only way you fail. The only possible way to not get what you want to get is to quit. How many of you have quit diet after diet after diet after diet? Raise your hand. Exactly. I'm with you. Diets don't work. Diets are failing formulas. It's why you'll never hear me prescribe a diet. I am a lifestyle change fanatic. So when you get the opportunity to quit, don't. And remind yourself of your phrase of the year, which is do what's required. 3 words. Do what's required. I am going to do what is required to get what it is that I want to get this year. So remind yourself that. Inside of the process, there will be adversities, there will be roadblocks, there will be challenges, aka life. And on the other side of those is everything you want. Right? So here let me give you a couple of analogies here. So I used to be a big word of the year guy because I was trying to motivate people. Like, let's get a word of the year and let's pick this word. And when we say this word or we think about this word or we write this word down, it's going to motivate us to get to the next place or space that we want to go. Here's what I realized that I didn't realize in the beginning, but what I know now. When you pick a word, when you pick a goal, when you pick an achievement that you want, you will be presented with the opportunity to get that. But oftentimes it will be gift wrapped in a challenge or an adversity. Think about all the amazing things that you've got in your life. They were achieved through the overcoming of an adversity, through the answering of a question that you didn't at the present time have the answer for. And so this will be no different. So if you pick a word that is like awesomeness, you're going to get the opportunity to live a life of awesomeness, but it's going to require you to do some things to get to that level, because that's just how life is. And so regardless of what your goal is, you're going to be presented with the opportunity, the road to get to that place. And if you will adopt the moniker, the mantra, the ethos, the belief that the only way there is to do what is required, and you will remove the words "I'm going to try" from your vocabulary, from your personal dictionary, and you replace those with "I will do what is required," you will get what you want out of life. You will get that weight loss. I promise you, it's a two-step process. No resolutions. We're all about solutions. Number two is I'll do what's required. Now, let me give you some strategy here. If you think you're going to do this alone, you're wrong. And I hate to say that. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be rude, but you're simply just wrong. And here's how I know that. I tried for a very long time on my success journey to do it alone. And it was, whoa, was it overwhelming? Whoa, was it challenging? And did I ever get as far as I thought I could get? The answer is no. It wasn't until I surrounded myself with coaches and mentors and other people that were doing the very same thing that I wanted to do that I got to where it is that I wanted to go. And to this day, I continue to surround myself with coaches and mentors and people that are doing exactly what it is that I want to do. And that's the number one reason why I created Thrive Forever Fit Flex. It is not a diet. It is a weight loss, transformation, life betterment, abundance program that is designed to show you, to teach you, to help you, to give you the knowledge that you need to live a life of health, wellness, happiness, and abundance forever, so that you never even have to think about a New Year's resolution again. You never have to think about a diet again. You never have to think about purchasing one of those silly things off of social media again that promises that you're going to lose 30 pounds in 30 days. You never have to do that again. You never have to worry about food. You never have to worry about the holidays. Am I going to gain weight this year? You never have to worry about your pants fitting, because you create a lifestyle that fits into your life, that makes you healthy, wealthy, wise, fit, and is super happy. My Thrive Forever Fit program, the Flex program, is producing radical results. And all you have to do is follow me on social media, and you will see these orange boxes, these orange squares that are daily talking about one of my clients that is losing 3 pounds this week, 5 pounds this week, 14 pounds in 3 weeks, 60 pounds in 6 weeks, in 6 months. Like radical stuff. One of my guys is in a size 36 pants that he hasn't been in over a decade. He's 30 pounds down in about 6 weeks. How crazy is that? We've got couples doing this together that are combined almost 80 pounds down. It's unbelievable, guys. And it's not a diet. There's no starvation. There's no deprivation. All it is me teaching you when to eat, how to eat, and what combinations of foods to eat, because there's 3 reasons that people struggle with weight: too much, too often, or wrong combination. Too much food, eating too often, or the wrong combination of food sources. That's simple. That's it. And when I teach you that system, of how to create the lifestyle that you need to create. And this isn't about radical workouts either. I have clients that have lost over 130 pounds that have never set foot in a gym, never picked up a weight, have simply just walked outside their front door and started walking and getting active. That combined with the nutritional knowledge that I'm going to give you, the motivation, the accountability, the support, and the mindset. You see, that's where everybody has to start, and that's where everybody will end. If your mindset doesn't change about why you're doing what you're doing. That's why I gave you number 2. Do what's required. That's a mindset shift. There's a very different mindset from someone who says, I'm going to try, than there is from somebody who says, I'll do what's required. And when I can get you to recognize that mindset differentiation and make that shift, you will get all the things you want. You'll get all the things you deserve. So if you're solution-based, you love the 2-step process and formula, you want accountability, support, mentorship, coaching, and you want to be around a bunch of awesome people who are doing exactly what it is that you want to do, Thrive Forever Fit Flex. If you're watching, the show notes are loaded with links. All you have to do is click them. If you don't want to click a link, all you have to do is send me a DM on social media, send me an email, call me, text me, get in touch with me, guys, and I'll give you the details. It's super simple. It's super simple. The only thing that is required is this: you making the decision that you want to change. So if you're ready to make a shift, to make a change, and you're ready for a solution, I can promise you it's Thrive Forever Fit Flex. I can guarantee you that if you come inside of my program, and you're going to be blown away at how awesome and how easy this is, that you will have success. It's a promise. I'm rooting for you. I'm cheering for you. I want you to win. Let me know how I can support you. Let me know how I can help you. I want 2023 to be your year. I want 2023 to be the year that you get the things that you've been thinking about, but you haven't gone all in on. So reminder, no resolutions. We're going to, number 1, create solutions. And number 2, we're going to do what's required. Guys, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for listening to the show. Let me know how I can support you, and let's have an awesome year. All right. See you in a bit. Hey, before you go, I'd just like to say thank you again for listening to the Thrive Forever Fit podcast and watching on YouTube. It means the absolute world to me. And if you would do me one favor, and that is simply subscribe and review this podcast on whatever platform it is that you enjoy it on, YouTube, Apple, Spotify, doesn't matter. I would absolutely be so grateful and so thankful if you do that for me. Thanks again for listening, and I'll see you again next week with an awesome, awesome episode. Bye.